What is up, everyone? Happy Friday. It is June 13th, and one thing we're going to do, we're going to play some NASCAR. We're going to go on to race 4 of my season. It is the MBNA America 500. It's at the Atlanta Motor Speedway in Hampton, Georgia. There it is. And that's where we're going to play. I got my standings up here ready to go. One thing that I do is I always give the points leader, which is Kurt Busch, and the last race won is Bill Elliott. I give them to the automatic TV driver list. And then I have a third thing that I'll do, and it has to do with Dick Trickle. He is guaranteed into the race, regardless of where he qualifies. If he doesn't qualify, I will take the lowest non-trophy driver and kick him out of here, and then Dick Trickle gets that spot because I'm a fan. So there you go. And you can see Kurt Busch is leading my points. Michael Waltrip, Ryan Newman, Bill Elliott, Jimmy Johnson, top 5. Jeff Green down here, sitting down here in 21st. Not bad. He's only made 2 races and he's sitting down here in 21st. That's pretty good. Only 1 race from Scott Wimmer, Jeffrey Bodine, Jack Sprague, Frank Kimmel, and Hudson Strickland. One thing I'm going to do here is I am going to not... I didn't look ahead to see which drivers were in this race in real life. I'm just going to draw off the top of my pile. And if I get, a 55 for Bobby Hamilton, that means Greg Biffle's 55 doesn't make the race. I won't let the same number in if somebody else already has that number in. But I'm not going to look and see, who made it. I don't really have that kind of time. And I don't want to take that kind of time. So let's see how many TV drivers we're going to end up with. Oh, a 3. You know what? I don't like that. Let's roll again. There we go, a 9. I like that a lot better. All right, a 9. So let us draw 7 more. And we're going to draw Kevin Harvick. He's currently 9th in points. Steve Park. He is 33rd in the points. Tony Raines. Has he even made a race? I don't think he's made a race yet, so that's exciting. All right, Tony Raines. Then you've got Morgan Shepherd. All right, we're getting some low ones. He's 41st in points. Bill Elliott. Okay, I already have Bill Elliott, so let's get that card out of there. And let's go with this one. That is going to be Kenny Wallace. We've got some good ones down here. Kenny Wallace. He's actually, I think he's having a good year. No, maybe not. Kenny Wallace is, I guess he's not. In fact, I don't think he's made a race yet. Wow. Oh, yeah, there he is. Yeah, he's having a good year. He's 17th in points. That's what I thought. So we need 9. We've got 7. How about Derek Cope? Wow, I am at the bottom of the barrel here. Derek Cope has not made a race yet, so that's exciting. Last one, Ricky Rudd, and Ricky Rudd is really good. So we are at the tops of the driver list and the bottoms of the driver list. That's pretty exciting. So let's see. I think Kurt Busch might still be in this white pack, so if I pull him, we'll get rid of him. So let me go ahead and get all these drivers' yellow cards out. And let's see, 29. There's Ricky Rudd at 28. There's Kevin Harvick. Let's see, we'll go to the back and we'll get Morgan Shepherd. We'll get Kenny Wallace. 49 of Derek Cope. So that means there's a whole bunch of 49s in here. Kevin LePage, Shauna Robinson, Ron Hornier Jr. They're not going to be in the race unless I just miss it and they get in anywhere. You never know. 74. And Steve Park. And Bill Elliott. I already got those. So there you go. There's your TV drivers. Did I just drop one? I dropped one. He's way over there. I'll get it later. All right, so let's get rid of these white cards. Okay. And we'll put them with Bill Elliott. What do you mean? Okay, so now we got our TV drivers. So the first thing we have to do is place them. And we roll to place them. So let's roll a red, white, and a blue. We'll start with Kurt Busch, and we'll work our way that way since that's the order I picked them. Kurt Busch with a 23. 23. Engine trouble during qualifying. Placement D. So Kurt Busch is a gold driver. He is going to go to the bubble stack. All right. So we got a little stack up here. Is going to be our bubble stack. All right. Let's go to Bill Elliott. 46 for Bill Elliott. Hot week in hot laps. Placement B plus performance chip. Gold or silver. Placement A. So Bill Elliott just took the pole and got himself a chip. That's impressive. Next, we've got Kevin Harvick. 23. Engine trouble during qualifying. Placement D. And let's see. He is bronze. Does that matter? Nope. So he's going to be second on the stack. Now we're on to Steve Park. A 63. Pit Crew Cohesion. Placement A plus performance chip. So that's going to be gold trophy gains pole or blue die in top group. And he is, he's bronze. Silver and bronze trophy gains blue die position in top group. All right, so that's a 1. So Steve Park, he's going to get shuffled to the back quickly, but he's going to start second. Next, we got Tony Raines. 26. Hot week and hot laps. Placement A plus performance chip. Let's see. He is non-trophy. So he'll get blue in the middle group. That's a 2. So he'll start 10th. He'll get shuffled back quickly too. All right, next. Morgan Shepherd. 44. TV Event X. Morgan Shepherd. 51. Appearance on ESPN segment promoting race. Placement C. I don't know why that's bad. Trophy driver gains blue position. He's not trophy. Placement, was it C? Yeah, placement C. So non-trophy, top of bubble stack. So he went on to promote the race, and then he's on the bubble stack. Next, Kenny Wallace. 44. That's going to go to TV Event X. And we're going to get 21. 21 is spectacular qualifying week. Pole or highest available position plus 2 performance chips. So Kenny Wallace is going to start third, and he's got 2 chips. All right. We're on to Derek Cope and then Ricky Rudd. So Derek Cope, 12. And that would be driver appears in charity event, placement C. He is a trophy driver. He is bronze, and he is 1 to 3. So let's roll for that. And he makes the race. Okay. And it's going to be placement C. He's bronze. Non-trophy, top of... Oh, no, he's trophy. Blue position in middle group. So he gets the... Oh, he's going to start next to Tony Raines. And finally, Ricky Rudd. And Ricky Rudd is silver. And it's a 31 for Ricky Rudd. Minor altercation with next TV drawn driver. Well, there aren't any. Both drivers placement C. So Ricky Rudd's going to go back there by himself. Trophy driver gains blue position in middle group. And he's trophy, and it's a 2, and he's going to start 12th. And there you go. You got your TV drivers all set up. So the next thing we do is we roll for our number of fast drivers. And fast drivers go like this. Gold, silver, bronze. It's gold, silver, bronze, non-trophy. I'm pretty sure that's right. I'm not going to read the instructions. I'm pretty sure that's right. Gold and silver, bronze, non-trophy. So we're going to roll how many? We get 6. So these are your fast drivers. And we're going to get 6. So we're going to get, boom, Ryan Newman, gold. He'll start 3rd. And then you got Bobby Hamilton, bronze. He'll start 8th. Ted Musgrave in the 07. He is non-trophy. He'll start 20th. Elliott Sadler, he's a bronze. He'll start 9th. And Ward Burton... let's see. He's a bronze, so he'll start 13th. And our last one, Tony Stewart. He's a gold. He'll start 4th. So there are your fast drivers. And now we are on to our slow drivers. You want a low number here because it's going to be gold here. Everybody else bubble stack. And non-trophy don't make the race. And it's a 10. Oh, that's a big number. All right, here we go. Let's start with... Jeff Burton. Let's just do it this way. Jeff Burton. Sterling Marlin. So actually, I just got to remember to count. That's all. So Jeff Burton is bronze. So that's 1. Sterling Marlin is 2. Scott Wimmer is 3. Jeffrey Bodine is 4. Steve Grissom is 5. Matt Kenseth is silver. He'll go to the bubble stack. He's 6. Hut Strickland is bronze. He's 7. Mike Skinner is bronze. He's 8. Kyle Petty is bronze. He's 9. And finally, wow, Jeff Green, he's bronze. Everybody went to the bubble stack. Holy cow. No gold drivers drawn during that time period. So now we just place everybody else, and it goes gold, silver, bronze, bubble stack. So here we go. We're going to start with Hermie Sadler, and he'll go to the bubble stack. Joe Nemechek, he's a bronze. He'll start 21st. John Andretti, he's bronze. He'll start 22nd. Michael Waltrip, he'll start 5th as a gold driver. Jeff Gordon, he'll start 6th. Boy, Jeff Gordon, I believe, and I'm not sure, but I believe he has had a lot of trouble during qualifying in this thing. So starting 6th could be a big deal for him. Rusty Wallace, he is silver. He will go to 14th. Shauna Robinson, she's bronze 1 to 3. And she's going to make the race, and she'll start 23rd. Oh, I already have a 49 in, though. Oh, sorry, Shauna. You're out. Hopefully I don't miss any of those other ones. I could very well miss that. All right, next. Dave Blaney, bronze, starting 23rd. Ken Schrader, bronze, starting 24th. Jamie McMurray is a gold, but he's going to start all the way back in 15th. Dale Jarrett, silver, he'll start 16th. Frank Kimmel, the number 26 car. He is a bronze. I don't see a 26. So he'll start 25th. I do not remember. I remember the name Frank Kimmel a little bit. Jack Sprague, non-trophy, bubble stack. Ricky Craven, silver. He'll start 17th. Kurt Busch is gold, and I already have him, right? He's my trophy driver, so we'll put him there. Boom. Mark Martin, he is silver. He'll start 18th. If you're a Jeremy Mayfield fan like I am, this is not looking good. Bobby Labonte, he is silver. He'll start 19th, and the entire first 2 groups are done. So we're going all final group here. Greg Biffle, the 55. We already got Bobby Hamilton, so he's out. Stacy Compton in the 14. I believe, don't we already have somebody in the 14? No. Okay. And he's a bronze, so he gets placed. Casey Atwood in the 7. So I have an 07, don't I? Yeah, I have an 07. Sorry, Casey Atwood. Boom. Jerry Nadeau in the 44. I don't think the 44 has been placed yet, and he is bronze, so he'll go 27th. Dick Trickle, non-trophy. We're going to put him off to the side. Robbie Gordon, silver. Kevin LePage, he's bronze 1 to 3. I've already got a 49, though. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Derek Cope, so he's out. Jeremy Mayfield, bronze, starting 29th. It's a climb to the top for him again. Jimmy Johnson, gold. He'll start 30th. Maybe they can kind of draft together. Jimmy Spencer, bronze, 31st. Mike Wallace in the 14. I've already got a 14. Wait, do I already have a 41? No, I don't. I know there's some in here on the bubble stack. They're just not going to make it. That's what they get for being on the bubble stack. Terry Labonte, a 5, and he'll make it. Dale Earnhardt Jr. Oh, man, another gold back there in the back last group. 33rd. Johnny Benson in the 10. And I believe he'll make it. Yeah, I believe he'll make it. 34th. Buckshot Jones in the 44. We've already got Jerry Nadeau. Todd Bodine in the 26. We've already got Frank Kimmel. Rick Mast in the 90. Rick Mast. I don't think I have the 90 out there yet. So we'll put Rick. Oh, he's a trophy, so he's going to go to the bubble stack. All right. Brett Bodine in the 11. I think all the Bodines, they always make the race together. And then finally, Ron Henry Jr. also in the 49. He doesn't make it. So now we're going to pick off the bubble stack. We got 8 drivers to fill, and we're going to start with Kurt Busch in the starting 38th. Wow. Then we're going to go to Kevin Harvick, or 36. Kevin Harvick is 37th. And Morgan Shepherd in the 89. And I don't think I put an 89 out there, so he'll start 38th. Jeff Burton in the 99. Sterling Marlin in the 40, but I already have the 40 out there, right? I think I already have. Yeah, Jamie McMurray's going to start that one, so no Sterling Marlin this time. Scott Wimmer in the 23. And I'm pretty sure I have a 23 out there already. Maybe not. 23. Seems like I should, but it doesn't look like I do. All right. He's 40th. Oh, there's your 23. Jeffrey Bodine is not going to make this race. Steve Grissom is not going to make this race. Matt Kenseth, 41st. Hut Strickland is not going to make this race. Mike Skinner in the 4. He will make this race. 42nd. Your last driver is Kyle Petty in the 45. So not making the race. Jeff Green. He's having such a great year. And he will not make it. Hermie Sadler. Jack Sprague. And finally, Rick Mass. Now we're going to find the highest placing non-trophy driver. And that is Morgan Shepherd. See you later. The Dick Trickle rule is in effect. And Dick Trickle will start 38th. And there you have it. There is your qualifying order. Bill Elliott on the pole. Steve Park, a surprising second place start. Kenny Wallace, Ryan Newman, Tony Stewart, Michael Waltrip, and Jeff Gordon make up the top 7. Then you've got Bobby Hamilton, Elliott Sadler, Tony Raines, Derek Cope, Ricky Rudd, Ward Burton, Rusty Wallace, Jamie McMurray, Dale Jarrett, Ricky Craven, Mark Martin, and Bobby Labonte make up your top 19. And then we go to Ted Musgrave, Joe Nemechek, Johnny Andretti, Dave Blaney, Ken Schrader, and Frank Kimmel in your top 25. Stacy Compton, Jerry Nadeau, Robbie Gordon, Jeremy Mayfield, Jimmy Johnson, and Jimmy Spencer are your top 31. Terry Labonte, Dale Earnhardt Jr., Johnny Benson, Brett Bodine, Kurt Busch, Kevin Harvick, Dick Trickle, Jeff Burton, Scott Wimmer, Matty Kenseth, Mike Skinner, and Kyle Petty are going to make up your top 43 for this race. Your starting 43. And that's going to be it for the qualifying, everyone. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back for the race right after this. What is up, everyone? It is Saturday, and I'm going to try to pull off a bit of a trifecta today because it is a holiday today. Today is June 14th, and I'm recording this. It's a holiday. It's Flag Day. It's also my birthday. So for Flag Day, what I'm going to do for my birthday, what I'm going to do to celebrate is I'm going to try to play some red, white, and blue racing, then some APBA football, and then we're going to end the night with some History Maker golf. We've got a race here. You've already watched the qualifying because it was part of this video, kind of. And we got our qualifying done. Let's look at our standings real quick. Some interesting things here. In our standings, you can see that Kurt Busch is leading Michael Waltrip. You know, we've talked about this. We've talked about it during qualifying. But if you look over here, this guy here, Sterling Marlin, he's in 16th place in the points. He didn't make the race. It's going to be Jamie McMurray driving the 40 now instead of him, so the owners will get points. But Sterling Marlin's going to lose some points here. Also, Jeff Green, he's in 21st, having a good run. Didn't make this race either. And then finally, Casey Atwood, the season 29th. This will be the first race he doesn't run. And we got some newbies this time. We got 4 newbies. We got Tony Raines, Derek Cope, Jamie McMurray, and Ted Musgrave all making their first start in this race. So this should be a fun one. We got some new guys in here. This should be a fun one. So let us get going. And I learned that I may have been doing a couple things wrong the last time I played. I'm kind of learning as I go, adding the new pieces that I'm missing as I go. In this one, it turns out if you roll a doubles on a turn, it's going to add a problem that you can either resolve at the beginning or the end of the turn. I'm going to resolve it at the end of the turns. I know except for the final lap where you resolve it at the beginning. So I'm going to resolve it at the end of the turn if doubles come up. I think that's all. I think that's everything. I think we can go ahead and get started. Again, we're doing the MBNA MBNA 500. Yes, there's 50 turns in this race. It's a huge one. So the segments are going to be 17, 16, and 17 for 50 total turns. I got to remember to do cautions correctly. I don't remember why. I know if you have a problem on the track, maybe if there's trouble, that's what it is. If there's trouble, then if one car is involved, then it's 1 caution lap. If multiple drivers are involved, it is 2 caution laps. I believe that is correct. I don't remember if it's on problems or trouble. And I'm going to be going to the book a few times today as I continue to work it out. It looks like it's only trouble. So when there's trouble, Travis Tritt would be proud. That's where the caution flags come in. All right, so I'm going to be going to the book a little bit as I continue to get used to learning how to play. This is only my 4th actual game playing this in the last couple months since I bought it, as I work my way through my 2002 season replay. All right, let's get going here. And we start by rolling, I believe, these 3 dice. These 3 right here. And we're going to start off with doubles right off the bat. Look at that. So it's going to be in the top group. And we got an 8. So an 8 is going to be skill. So we're going to go with, we're going to try to resolve each one of these guys who has skill. And I'm pretty sure I remember how to do this. So Jeff Gordon is first, and he has skill. He's got 5 gas pedals. And a 4 will succeed. And in order to get it, he has to beat 1. He's got to beat only 3. Really? Wow, only 3 gas pedals, or only 3 brake pedals for Bill Elliott. So it's got to be a 4 or higher, but it's a 3. So Jeff Gordon will not do it. So now we move to Michael Waltrip in 6th. This 6 will fail. Michael Waltrip has 4, so that 6 will fail. Tony Stewart. And that 1 is going to succeed, but that 1 is going to fail. Ryan Newman, nope. And look at Kenny Wallace sitting here with 2 chips. He has skill. He only has 3 gas pedals, though. And that 6 is going to fail. But he's going to use one of his chips. And I believe in that case now, Bill Elliott loses his chip by defending. And then we go back to Steve Park, who doesn't have skill. And there's your turn. And then we got trouble. I just want to start doing some capital T that rhymes with P. I just don't know the lyrics. Probably happy with you guys are probably happy about that. All right, so when you're resolving trouble, I think you have to look at the escape. But let me see here. When trouble result occurs, you roll the 2 metallic. Wait, was it trouble or problem? First, let's remember that. There it is. Oh, you had a problem to the same group. Okay, you had a problem. So then I believe I have to do a problem finder to figure out which driver it is. So here's our driver finder table. Let's see. So you roll the red and white die. Red die is a specific driver in the top group. If it's doubles, you use the race leader. Okay? And it is a 6. So it's going to be Jeff Gordon, who has the trouble. I need my golf. I need my golf thingamajiggy here. My green golf. What do they call that? A meeple? Is that what it's called? Here, so we'll put that on there. That goes on Jeff Gordon. All right, so there's your problem. And now we got to get what his problem finder is. So we'll roll 2. 64. Engine trouble, roll for repair. So now the repair is based on his pit crew. He's a B. We are in the middle of the first third, so 9 or less. So he's going to stay in the race, but I believe he moves to the back. I believe, and that makes sense because you had to go in and repair the problem. So that was a problem. Repair roll. Find if they make. Yep. Okay. Roll both. If it's greater, he's out. If you roll less, yep. But you play him at the end of the bottom group, so he goes to the back. So Jeff Gordon, just like that, goes all the way to the back. He pushed too hard, trying to get that spot, and he couldn't do it. And now we have to roll to replace him. And it's the red die. Bobby Hamilton's first, and it's a 2, so Bobby Hamilton will move up. And then we'll move everybody else. And just like that, Tony Raines and Derek Cope are looking at nice top 10 finishes. Okay. Now we got to roll to replace Bobby Labonte at 19th. We'll start with Ted Musgrave. He's got 3. It's a 5. We've got Nemechek with 4. It's a 6. We've got Andretti with 3. It's a 5. We've got Dave Blaney with 4. And it's going to be Dave Blaney taking that spot, moving up to 17th. And now I got to do this part here. There needs to be an easier way to do this. Oh, in case you guys are wondering, Jeremy Mayfield moves to 28th. Give you your Jeremy Mayfield update. I know you like it. And that's going to move. And we're going to have a Dick Trickle update also. Come on, Terry Labonte. There you go. So, Junior moves up to 32nd. Kurt Busch, our points leader, up to 35th. Dick Trickle to 37th. And Jeff Gordon, with a bum engine, moves all the way to the back, but they did get it repaired, so he's sitting in 43rd. And that is turn number 1. And we are on to turn number 2. All right, we get a 4. So that'll be your middle group. And a 9. 9 is going to be star rating. So we're going to start with... Man, I think I have to put my glasses back on for this. This is tough. I got new glasses literally today, and they are super powerful. But close up, they are bad. So I'm like right on this line of is this too close? Is this too far? I think this is going to work. We'll make it work. I got to get used to them anyway. So we'll go with the star rating. So Dave Blaney, no. Bobby Lamonte, no. Mark Martin, no. So we're going to go to Ricky Craven. And Ricky Craven has the star quality. So let's see if he can challenge somebody in that top group. The 1 is going to be good. Uh-oh, we might have a challenge here. And Michael Waltrip in the 5 hole, he's got a 3. So Ricky Craven is going to exchange spots with Michael Waltrip and move into 6th place. And next we go to Dale Jarrett with the star rating. And a 6 is going to fail. Let's see. Rusty Wallace. The 1 is going to be good. He's going after Bobby Hamilton. That 3 is going to do it. And Rusty Wallace is going to swap places with Bobby Hamilton. Rusty Wallace is up to 7th. Ward Burton is next. And that 6 will fail. Let's see. And it's going to be Elliott Sadler now. And he's going to challenge Tony Stewart. That 2 is good, but that 2 is going to fail. So there you go. That's the quick turn there. And Bill Elliott continues. Bill Elliott continues to lead as we go through this. And let's roll again. Turn number 3. We get a 4 and a 4. So that's going to be the middle group again. And a 4 is going to be the TV drivers. So 3 drivers get a chance here. Ricky Rudd is first. And that 6 will fail. So on to Derek Cope. He only has... The next 2 guys, Derek Cope and Tony Raines, only have 2 gas pedals. So they're not really going to make too many passes unless I roll a 1 or a 2. And I rolled a 3, so that'll fail. So now Tony Raines... A 2, that'll succeed. He'll go after Tony Stewart. That 3 is going to fail because he's got 2 brake pedals and he's got the bonus. So that 3 is going to fail. Tony Raines made a shot at it, but couldn't get it. And we are on to turn number 4. All right, we get a 1. So that's going to be your top group and a 7. And that's going to be control. Janet Jackson style. Here we go. So we're going to start with Ricky Craven. It's a 2. Oh, this could be good. It's a 2. And again, control. He only has 2 in this case. He doesn't have any brake pedals, Bill Elliott. So he just gets the 2 bonuses up here. And Ricky Craven's going to swap places with him. He's going to take the lead. So Ricky Craven becomes your second leader in this race. And control. Look at this. Tony Stewart, though, he's got 2 shots at it. And that 5 is going to be good. And that 2 is going to fail. So he gets another chance. And that 2 is going to be good. And that 6 will succeed. And Tony Stewart takes it right from Ricky Craven. On to Ryan Newman. And that 4 is good, and that 6 fails. Right? See, he's got control. See, now he has a control and he has the 2 chances at it. So does that mean he has 2 for control, 2 brake pedals, and 2 brake bonuses, which is going to be a 6? I feel like a 6 always has to fail. So I think that control only counts as 1, even though there's a star beside it. So I'm going to give Ryan Newman the lead here. The man from Purdue. And we're going to move down to, he doesn't have it, and we're going to move to Steve Park. And Steve Park is going to fail. And Ryan Newman's going to be our 4th leader. And that will be the end of turn 4. So we're cruising here. All right, we have a 3. That'll be the middle group. And an 8. That'll be skill. So starting with Dave Blaney. A 4. That'll be good. Going after Ricky Craven. It's a 3. And he's going to take it. And Ricky Craven's just getting shuffled back like crazy. And now we are on to Mark Martin. Let's do that. A 5. That 5 will be good. He's going to go after Kenny Wallace. And there's a 2 there. And that's going to be good. But Kenny Wallace is going to use his chip. He's going to block him. So we're going to go on to Michael Waltrip now. That 4 is good. And he's going to go after Rusty Wallace. And that's 6. I'm sorry, that 4. Yeah, that'll do it. He's got 2 brake pedals. And that bonus one, that's only 3. So that 4 is going to succeed. And Michael Waltrip is going to take it from Rusty Wallace. And we are shuffling around like crazy here. Next to Dale Jarrett. That 1 is good. He's going to go after Steve Park, and I'm pretty sure that 5 is good without even checking. So Steve Park gets shuffled back. I have a feeling you're going to see the guys like Park, Raines, Cope. Those guys are great qualifying runs, but they're probably going to get shuffled back pretty quick. And we are on to Jamie McMurray. His first race this year. Oh, and he's going to do something. That 5 is good. He's going after Tony Stewart, and that 2 is not going to be good enough. So, Bobby Hamilton now. Everybody has control. Bobby Hamilton, that 2 is good. Going after Dale Jarrett, that 2 will fail. Ward Burton has 5. And that 4 is good. Going after Michael Waltrip, but that 2 will fail. Ricky Rudd now. The 5 will fail. And Elliott Sadler. The 4 is good. Going after Michael Waltrip, and the 2 is going to fail. So there you go. We're shifting around like crazy here. All right, on to next turn. This is going to be turn 6. A 4 and a 7. So we've got control again. Oh, we're going control. Same thing we just did. Control middle group. So Ricky Craven, chance to get back up there. He'll take on Dale Jarrett. That 5 is good, but that 1 will fail. All right, so Bobby Labonte now. Let's see, a 1. And he's going to take on Kenny Wallace, and that 2 is going to succeed. He doesn't have control, and he doesn't have any brake pedals. So Bobby Labonte is going to steal that 3rd place from Kenny Wallace. Now we're on Mark Martin. And that 2 will succeed. He's going to go after Bobby Labonte, who just got it. But that 3 will fail. He has control, a brake, and a brake bonus. That will fail. Next, we're going to go back to Steve Park. Give him a chance to get back in there. This might be good. That 2 succeeds. Going after Michael Waltrip, and that 6 will fail. And Steve Park gets right back into that top group. Nice job, Steve Park. Jamie McMurray. All right, 2 is good. Oh, no. And he's going to take it from Dale Jarrett. So we are moving like crazy here. We're on to Bobby Hamilton. All right, the 5 is going to fail. Ward Burton. 2 is good, but the 1 will fail. Ricky Rudd. Oh, geez, the 6 is going to fail. And Elliott Sadler. The 4 is good. Going after Jamie McMurray, and that will succeed. And Elliott Sadler is going to move into 2nd place, and McMurray is going to be shuffled back. And we are into some pit stops. I gotta refresh my memory on this. This is like a 4-step process, so I gotta refresh what I'm doing here. All right. I know you roll the 3 dice first. We're here. There's duels. Pit turns. There we go. So give me the summary. Here it is. Roll the black die and the metallic together to define the pit turn. All right. So let's roll those together. Okay. We get a 2, a 4, and a 6. All right. Let's see. If you roll a 1 and a 4 on the metallic, so we get a 2 and a 4. Or 4 and a 6. So we're going to swap I believe that's the top group, 1 and 2. Yeah, so we're going to swap 4 and 6 in the top groups. That's Dave Blaney, and then Steve Park, who's been all over the place, moves up to 5th place. Blaney drops back to 7th. Did that. Next we go to the fast pit. So 1 to 2. Oh, wait a minute. Do I do that? Oh, in both groups. My bad. So you do that in both groups. That dice doesn't matter until you get to the actual pit stops. So I'm going to swap 4 and 6 here. So that's Dale Jarrett and Michael Waltrip are getting shuffled back. And Ricky Craven and Kenny Wallace are moving up. Okay. And now we go here, 2. That's going to be your top group. And this is where we're going to roll, I believe, for the fast pit. And I believe if you win it, you get a chip. And then at the end, we reorganize. All right, so we're going to roll each one. And it's going to be for your fast pit for this top group. So Dave Blaney's a 6. We roll a 10. So nope. Bill Elliott is a 7. No, he rolled an 11. Steve Park's a 5. And he hits it. So Steve Park. Nice. All right. Tony Stewart is 10. He nails it. Bobby Labonte is a 6. He nails it. And Elliott Sadler is a 6. And he misses it. So we're going to reshuffle now. Everybody's going to move up that had fast pits. And then Elliott Sadler's going to come out and pit 5th. And then we roll, I believe, to see which one of these top guys takes a shot at the leader. Let's see. Roll the black die again. It's a 5. And yeah, no performance chip. So Bill Elliott gets a shot at the lead. He needs a 5 or less. And he misses it. Oh, Bill Elliott misses out on the chance to get the lead back. So Ryan Newman's going to stay in the lead. We're done with pit stops. And we are on turn number 7. And we get a 2. So we're in the top group. And a 5. And that is Reflex Duran Duran style. All right, here we go. We're going to start with Dave Blaney. And he'll get a 2, which is good. And a 3, which is going to fail. We need a 5 or a 6 on the blue die for it to happen. And it's a 2, so it'll fail. We go to, oh, he doesn't have it, Steve Park. But Tony Stewart has it, and he's looking for that lead right now. And it's going to fail, but he's going to use his performance chip, displace Ryan Newman, and move into the lead for the second time. And now we get Bobby Labonte now, who looks at Tony Stewart as a sitting duck. I believe they're teammates. The 4 is good. The 1 will fail, but now he'll use his chip, and he'll take the lead. So Bobby Labonte, that could be his first lead of the season in my replay, right? Bobby Labonte in the 18. Wow, where's he at? He's in 31st in points. He's led 1 time, so in one of the races he's led. But wow, okay, and we're done. On to number 9. No caution laps yet. Only Jeff Gordon's had problems, and we haven't touched the bottom group yet. So these guys are just laying back there. And we're going to stay in the top group, and we're going to go with Heat this time. All right, so going with Heat. And, ooh, does no one have it? Oh, Ryan Newman has 2 shots at it. In order to beat it, we need a 4 or higher on the blue die. So that's going to fail. He gets another chance. Oh, there you go. And that's going to succeed. And Ryan Newman goes back into the lead. But Tony Stewart doesn't have Heat. All right, there we go. That turns over. We're getting pretty fast at this. 10th. We're at the 10th turn now. 20% of the way through the race. And we're going to get a 5. So we're going to the back group. And a 3. So 3 is going to be Control. So we're going to have some time here. So Jeff Gordon's got 2 shots at it. So 3 is going to be good. He's going to go after 6 odd. So he's going to go after Michael Waltrip, who has a brake pedal. Andy has Control. Was it Control? Yeah, it was Control. Janet Jackson style. So yeah, so he is going to fail that because Michael Waltrip has Control and a star. That's a 2, and I rolled a 2. But Jeff Gordon gets another chance. This time, oh, this is going to succeed this time. That's a 2, and that's good. It's going to be a 2 even. So he's going to go after, he's going to go after Derek Cope. Sorry, Derek. And that 6 is going to fail. So Jeff Gordon's going to move all the way up to 10th. Just that quick. He's back in the top 10. And poor Derek Cope goes to the back. All right, up to Matt Kenseth. This is where all the really good drivers start moving up. So Kenseth with a 4. That one might fail. I'm not sure. So we're going to go with a 4. That succeeds. 5 even is going to be Rusty Wallace. He has 2 brake pedals. So that will fail. Sorry, Matty. I love Matt Kenseth. I'm sad that he failed. All right, Jeff Burton now. A 5, and that will fail. Control. Kurt Busch. A 5. That will succeed, but that 1, who is this? It's going to be 1 odd. Back to, this is Mark Martin. He has a brake pedal. That 1 will fail. So Kurt Busch is still stuck back there. Brett Bodine with a chance. He's got 2 gas pedals, so this red die has to be a 1 or a 2. It's a 5, so that'll fail. Oh, it's triples. I forgot about that. Triples. Triples is bad. I think Brett Bodine might have a problem. I always got to look this triples thing up. There it is. If it's triples, disregard the challenge and instead roll for the problem for the challenging driver on the problem finder chart. Once you've determined and resolved the problem, continue with the rest of the challenges. Okay. If a yellow flag results from triples, no further challenges are conducted. All right, so we got to check his problem, and then do I check escapability? Is that what happens? All right, so here we go. Let's check it. Let's roll 2 dice. We get a 31 handling problem. Roll for repair. So I assume this says like caution and stuff like that on here, because otherwise we're just rolling for his yellow flag, yellow. Okay, so in this case, it's just going to be him. We're going to roll for repair. He's a C, and we're in the first third, so I got to roll a 7 or lower. And I roll a 6. So Brett Bodine is going to survive, but he is going to move to the back. And I'm just going to do this for now, and I'll figure it out in a second. We're on control. And we are on Johnny Benson. So Johnny Benson with a 3 succeeds. Oh, this might be good. 2 odd. That's going to be Ricky Rudd. He only has 2 brake pedals. So guess what? Johnny Benson gets to 11th, and poor Ricky Rudd. The TV drivers are falling like crazy here. Pushed to the back, and no control for Junior, but for Terry Labonte, yes. All right, so we get a 2. That's good. We're going to go 1 even. That's going to be Jamie McMurray. And we get a 4, and that is going to succeed. And poor Jamie McMurray. First race, sitting in 8th, shuffled back to 31st. All right, we are on to Jimmy Johnson. We get a 4, and that's good. We get a 3 even, and that is Ward Burton, and that 6 is going to fail. And Jimmy Johnson says, sorry, Ward Burton. I know you got the greatest accent in NASCAR, but you're going to have to go to the back. Robbie Gordon's next. All right, we get a 2. That'll be good. We get a 6 even, and that's Dale Jarrett. And we get a 4, and guess what? Dale Jarrett, he's got 3. That 4 is going to succeed, and Robbie Gordon's going to knock him back. Jerry Nadeau. Oh, that 6 will fail. Kenny Schrader. A 4. That's going to fail. John Andretti. A 2. That'll succeed. 1 even. That's Terry Labonte, but that 1 is going to fail because he has control. And anybody else? Yes, Joe Nemechek. 4. That's good. 4 even. That is Kenny Wallace. And that's going to succeed. So Joe Nemechek moving another TV driver to the back. Finally, Ted Musgrave, the truck driver. I remember him being super successful in truck driving. And you know what? He's going to be super successful in passing someone 2 even. And he is going to take Jeff Gordon out. Wow, that's big. So Jeff Gordon is shuffled back And we've got Ted Musgrave and Johnny Benson sitting in 11th and 10th and 11th after that. Look at that. That's a great one right there. Tony Raines, Ted Musgrave, Johnny Benson. That would be fun for points. I'll tell you that. All right, that's the end of that turn. Oh, wait, we got to move them all up. Move them all up. So Matt Kenseth the 39th in that. Derek Cope the 42nd, and now Brett Bodine sitting in 43rd. Not big of a change because it happened back here, so not that big of a change. I know you guys can't see this last column. Like, here's a column, and you can't see this one here. It's just I don't have enough space, and I don't really feel like fiddling with the camera. All right, here we go. Next turn. Let's mark it off. And we are 20% of the way through this race. All right, we get a 1, so we're going back to the top group. And we get a 9. And that is star rating. So we go to Bill Elliott, who has a star with a star. So he gets 2 chances at Ryan Newman. And he may only need 1. Oh, no, that's not going to do it. Ryan Newman, we need a 5 or a 6. And we don't get either of them. So Bill Elliott fails. Elliott Sadler now. He's got 4 gas pedals. And that 3 is good, but again, we need a 5 or a 6 on that blue. Except Steve Park, who has a chip, and he has a star quality, and he's about to have the lead. All right, oh, wow, he's just going to take the lead, too. Wow, he takes it. He doesn't even have to use his chip. He takes the lead, and the Steve Park family goes crazy. But Tony Stewart is lurking. And that 3 is good, but that 3 fails. So Tony Stewart can't even take it from him. That's great. Steve Park. He leads his first lap of the year. There he is. Yeah, way to go, Steve Park. All right. And that turn is over. We are on turn number 12. And we get a 4, so we're going to go into the middle group, and we get a 9. 9 is star rating again. So we're going to start with Michael Waltrip. All right, a 6 is going to fail. And we will go to Rusty Wallace. Oh, geez, that 6 is going to fail, that 6 is good, but that one's going to fail. So next we go to Ricky Craven. That 3 is good, but that 1 is going to fail. We don't even have to check the card because they have a bonus of 1 there. So it's got to be higher. It's got to be greater than 1. And in fact, unless it's Bill Elliott, it's got to be greater than 2 for most of them. All right, so back to Bobby Hamilton. Oh, 3. That 3 is good. 6 is going to be Dave Blaney, and that 2 is going to fail. He has a brake pedal and a bonus brake, so he's got 2. Up to Jimmy Johnson. And that, oh, this is looking good. That 2 will succeed, that 6 will fail, and he's going to switch places with Elliott Sadler. So Jimmy Johnson into the top group. Where did he start this race? I don't even remember. He started back in He started back in 30th, so he's moved up all the way to the top group from where he started. So that's a nice thing. He was back here somewhere, so that's good for him. We are on to Johnny Benson. That 6 will fail. And that's it. There's your turn. Pretty clean race around Atlanta so far. Only a couple people with some issues, but no cautions yet. And we get a 5. So we're going back to the last group. And we get a 5 and a 5. And that's going to be Reflex. Okay. Starting with Kyle Petty. And that 6 will fail. And Matt Kenseth. Again, 2 chances at it for Matt Kenseth. And we get a 4. We got triples. Oh, no. Oh, Matty Kenseth. He's my second favorite driver behind Jeremy Mayfield. All right, so let's read it again. Got to read it again just to make sure. All right, so it's going to be a problem finder. So let's roll on the problem finder. We'll roll red and white like I usually do. 61, engine running hot, roll for repair. So he is a B. Are we still in the first third? Yeah, we're still in the first third. He's a B, so 9 or less. And it's a 5. So Kenseth will survive. He will go to the back, and we'll continue. So reflex, we're going to go to Jeff Burton. Oh, I thought we had triples again. He'll fail. Oh, Dick Trickle gets to roll. That's rare. We need a 1 or a 2 on the red die. Come on, 1 or 2. Come on. Ah. I threw the red die off the table. Here, it's right here. Let me roll it. I threw it off the table again. Here it is. A 1! We get a 1, but is the 2 going to be good enough? So it's going to be 4 odd. 4 odd is Ricky Craven. He has a reflex. He has no gas pedals. Dick Trickle. The man moves into 15th, just smoking his cigarette as he goes. Ah, we love that guy. All right, Kevin Harvick. And that 6 will fail. Kurt Busch gets 2 chances at it. And that's going to be good, and that's going to be good, because that 4 odd. Oh, no, it's Dick Trickle. Gah! So Kurt Busch is going to be like, no, I don't think so, Dick Trickle. You're back to 34th. And Kurt Busch had 2 chances at it, so he gets to go again. And we get a 1. Oh, my goodness, he's going to do it. He's going to move into the top group. So that 1, he's going against Dave Blaney, and that 6 is going to fail. So just like that, Kurt Busch and Jimmy Johnson just cruise into the top group. And we are on to Ricky Rudd. And we get a 1, which is good. It's going to be 1 odd. Oh, Tony Raines. Oh, you poor bastard. Ricky Rudd just took your spot. And now we are on Dale Earnhardt Jr. And it's a 3. 3 is good. It's against the 6 odd. It's Michael Waltrip. It's a 2. And it's going to work. Michael Waltrip does not have reflex. He only has the 1 brake pedal. So Junior, I believe they were teammates, right? Weren't Michael Waltrip and Junior team? I feel like they were. Maybe they weren't. I thought they were. But anyway. All right. So we're going to go to McMurray. No. We're going to go to Jimmy Spencer, who has 4 gas pedals. And that 2 is going to succeed. 5 even is Rusty Wallace, and that 1 will fail. Ward Burton. Sorry, I just got a text message, and apparently I have to read them as soon as possible. Oh. All right. So sorry, I got. Anyway, so 2, so 5 even. Because the 2 succeeds, 5 even is Rusty Wallace, but that 1 will fail. And we're on to Jeremy Mayfield. Come on, Jeremy. This is you're not going to get many chances to move up, buddy. Got to do this. Here we go. And the 1 will succeed, and it's 1 odd, so it is Ricky Rudd. And is that 3 going to be good enough? Yes! He's got reflex and only 1 brake pedal. That's a 2. So Mayfield moves into 9th. All right. My favorite driver. All right, so now we go to Stacy Compton. He's got reflex, but he's only got 2 gas pedals. And the 4 is not going to get it. Frank Kimmel, he only has 2. And that 3 will not do it. Ken Schrader has 3. And that 6 will not do it. And Kenny Wallace. And that 3 is going to succeed. Going against 3 odd, that is Bobby Hamilton, and it's a 2, and that 2 will succeed. So Kenny Wallace is going to move up. Bobby Hamilton's displaced, and now we are on Jeff Gordon. How did Jeff Gordon? I don't even can't think of how Jeff Gordon even got there right now. In my head, I think he moved to there and then went back. I think it was, but he doesn't have reflex anyway. All right, so that turn is over. Oh, we gotta move up. Skinner, Kyle Petty, Derek Cope. Brett Bodine, and we're going to move Matt Kenseth into 43rd. I love Matt Kenseth. And we are on turn number 14. Here we go. Turn 14. And we get a 5 and a 5. We're back in that back group again, and we're doing the same thing. We're doing reflex again. All right, Duran style. I love it. So Kenseth gets 2 shots to get out of that 43 hole. And that 6 will fail one of them. But that 2 will succeed. He's going against 5 even. That's Rusty Wallace, and he's got 2 brake pedals and reflex, but that 6 is going to fail. So Kenseth goes all the way to 16th, and Rusty Wallace is pushed all the way to the back. It's a tough way to go right there. All right, so we're on reflex again. So we're going to go to Kyle Petty. 2 is good. Uh-oh. 3 even. 3 even is Elliott Sadler, and that 5 will fail. So Elliott Sadler, who started, I believe, in the top 7 in this top group, shuffled all the way back. Reflex. Jeff Burton. He gets a shot. Oh, and Jeff Burton gets triples. The triples are crushing it right now. So let's check his problem. 54. Bumped from side. Internal damage. Roll for repair. So he's a C. And we're still in the first third. So he needs a 7 or less. And he nails it. So Jeff Burton is going to get shoved to the back, but he's still in the race. Still no cautions either. That's amazing. All right, Ricky Craven now. All right, Ricky Craven, that's good. So 2. So now we're going to go 3 even. And 3 even is Kyle Petty. He's got a brake pedal, and that 1 will fail. Reflex. Kevin Harvick. Oh my goodness, some triples again. The triples are flying right now. Let's check his problem. Oh, a 22. Brake problem, roll for repair. So everybody's just having problems. And he is a C, so we need a 7 or less. Right? Oh, no, a 9 or less. No, he's a C. 7 or less. And he stays in the race, but he goes to the back. Then we are on Dick Trickle. His reflex. I can't imagine he's got good reflexes. That 4 is going to fail. Let's see. Michael Waltrip doesn't have reflex. Jimmy Spencer. A 3. That'll be good. But that 1, let's see. It's going to be a 4 odd. And that is Dave Blaney. And he has a brake pedal, so that 1 will fail. Ward Burton. And, uh-oh. That 5. Oh, no. That 5 is good. I'm scared. It's a 1 odd. Oh, no. Oh, no. He was only up there for a little while. And he has reflex, and that's it. So my boy, Mr. Mayfield, is getting shuffled back. That's so sad. That makes me sad. And Ricky Rudd, Ward Burton takes that spot. Ricky Rudd now. 6. That'll fail. Oh, Stacy Compton. He's got 2. The next 3 guys. So that's going to fail. Stacy Compton has 2. Frank Kimmel has 2. And that's going to fail. And then Ken Schrader has 3. And that's going to fail. And then we go to... Is that it? And that's all. Oh, that makes me so sad, Mayfield. What was he? He's now 29th. I mean, he gained a couple of spots throughout the process, but still. You know, it's disappointing. All right. Rusty Wallace is 41st. Jeff Burton, 42nd. Kevin Harvick, 43rd. And here we go. All right. That turn is over. On to turn 16. And we have a duel. It's going to be the number 5 car in the top group. So it's Bill Elliott. He has 5 gas pedals. So he'll just go after Tony Stewart. Can he go? He's not going to go after the leader because the leader has a chip. But he'll go after Tony Stewart. So all he needs to do is roll a 5 or less. He moves into second. And he does. So he moves into second. So now we got to check Tony Stewart. But I can't remember what we check. Do we check problem or trouble? I get those mixed up. Okay, so a duel. Here it is. All right, so... Yeah, trouble. All right, so we got to roll for Tony Stewart for trouble. How do I roll for trouble? I don't remember. Okay, so you roll the metallic dice against his escape rating. Okay. His escape rating is a 7. Yikes. And he escapes. So what happens if he escapes? Nothing? Yeah, so he just stays where he is. Yeah. So he just stays where he is. And that was an easy turn. All right, we are on turn 16. The next one is a pit stop. But we're on turn 16 now. All right, here we go. And we have a 5 and a 7. So we're going back to the back group again. This time it's going to be control. Janet Jackson style. We're going to start with Jeff Burton. Steve Parks just riding around in first saying, yeah, keep checking the back. Just stay back there as much as you need to. 2 is going to be good. 1 even. It's Terry Labonte. And that 5 is going to fail. So Jeff Burton takes out Terry Labonte. And we're going to go to Brett Bodine with two gas pedals. And that 1 is going to be good. So 4 odd. That is Dave Blaney. That 3 is going to be good. So Brett Bodine takes one from the hometown boy, Dave Blaney. And we are on to Elliott Sadler. Oh, that's 6. That was a 2 until the other dice bumped it and made it a 6. And we are on to Ricky Craven. That 6 will fail. Michael Waltrip. 3 will succeed. 5 odd. And that is Mark Martin. And that 3 will succeed. Oh, that's a big one there. Waltrip pushes Mark Martin back. Jamie McMurray. He has 5 gas pedals. For someone who doesn't race very much, he has 5 gas pedals. And he's a gold. Why is this his first race? I don't know what I'm doing here. All right, so 1 is good. 2 odd is Johnny Benson. And that 5 will certainly succeed. And we are on to no Mayfield. Gosh, damn. Ricky Rudd. And that 5 will fail. Dale Jarrett. That 6 will fail. Jerry Nadeau. 5. That 5 will fail. The 4 would have failed too. And we're on to Kenny Schrader. Kenny Schrader was always a fun interview too. John Andretti. Oh, look at that. 1. And then 1 odd. So that's going to be Ward Burton. And it's a 2. And it'll succeed. And John Andretti. Making Dad proud. I'm assuming his dad is Michael Andretti. I don't know. And then we're on to Bobby Hamilton. 5 will fail. And now Jeff Gordon gets 2 shots at it. And the 1 will succeed. 5 odd. And that is Michael Waltrip. And that 1 will fail, but he gets another chance. The 2 will succeed. 6 even is Robbie Gordon. And that 4 will fail. So Jeff Gordon gets himself into the middle group. And we're done. And we are on to the pit stops. Oh, okay. Does something happen on doubles with pit stops or not? I don't know. All right, here we go. Pit stops. All right. So, oh, yeah, that's right. If it's doubles, there's a pit violation possibility, I believe. So, if you roll doubles, no driver switch positions. Instead, the drivers in that numbered box are committed to have committed pit rules violations and must move to the end of the bottom group. Holy cow. So is that both groups? Yeah. Wait. Oh, so that's where I look at this and say top group. So it's going to be Kurt Busch. Kurt Busch made his way all the way to the top, and now he's getting pushed all the way back to the bottom. So before we do that, let's check the fast pits. All right, so we need to roll. We got Tony Stewart, 10. I mean, when doesn't he get this? Well, I guess if an 11 or 12 comes out. Jimmy Johnson is a 7. He'll get it. Ryan Newman is a 10. He will not get it. Bobby Labonte is a 6, and he'll nail it. And then Bill Elliott is a 7, and he'll nail it too. So Ryan Newman gets shuffled back, and Kurt Busch is going to go to the back for a pit violation. I think I roll for Steve Park too. So 5. Oh, and he gets it. Look at Steve Park with his second chip, protecting that lead. And all right, that's great. Okay, we got to roll now to see who replaces. Well, no, first we got to do which driver takes a shot at the leader. And it's a 4. That's going to be Jimmy Johnson. So he needs a 6 to not get it. And he rolls a 2, but Park will use his chip. And we are good. So let's roll to see who gets into 6th place. Jeff Burt needs 4 or less. And he gets it, so he can move up. Everybody else moves up. Jeff Gordon to 17th, Junior to 18th. And we're going to roll here. Robbie Gordon 4 or less. He gets it, so Robbie Gordon moves up. And then we move all these guys up. Ricky Rudd to 27th, Mayfield to 28th. Mark Martin to 31st. Trickle, 33rd. Ricky Craven, 34th. Derek Cope, who was way up there, slowly moving his way back up one at a time here. Oh, man, these cards are terrible. Blaney to 39th. What happened to Kenseth anyway? I forgot what happened to him already. Where's he at? Oh, he's up here in 15th. Okay. And then Kurt Busch back in the back. Look at those TV drivers. 5 of the 9 are in the back. And I don't know. 5 of the 8. My bad. 5 of the 8 because one of them, I kicked Morgan Shepherd out. That's right. To put Dick Trickle in. So 5 of the 8 are in the back, that last group. But of course, one's in the lead. So, all right. And then we're done. All right. And we are now entering the second segment. This is turn number 18. And we get a duel. And it is number 6 cars in the middle group. So Robbie Gordon and Dale Earnhardt Jr. So Jr.'s going to go first. He'll go after John Andretti. He needs a 5 or less, right? Yeah, 5 or less. And he'll nail it. So Andretti, we got to check to see if he's got an issue. So let's check his escape. What is his escape? It is a 6. And he is going to fail. All right, so I got to see. I think in this case, I think all you do is check for his repair. Yeah, you just check the repair rating. We'll do that. So his repair, actually I'll do it now. His repair, he's a C. We're in the middle group. And it was it trouble or problem? I think it was trouble. If you lose a duel, it's trouble, yeah. So that's going to be a 7 or less. Oh, and he is out. John Andretti is going to finish first. Unfortunately, it's going to be 43rd. Robbie Gordon needs 4 or... You know what? Robbie Gordon's going to sit tight. He's not doing anything. And let us go ahead and... Actually, yeah... What's his escape? His escape is a 7. That gives him a more than 50% chance. Let's go after Ted Musgrave here. And he misses it. Oh, I knew that. That's why I didn't want to do it. All right, check his trouble. And it's a 6, so he'll escape the trouble. And he's fine. So let's check to see who moves up. Oops, only one. Red die. Oh, it's a 4. So Bobby Hamilton moves up. And everybody again moves up 1 spot. Mayfield up to 27th. He's 11th in the points, you know. Mark Martin to 30th. Trickle to 32nd. Dave Blaney to 38th. Rusty Wallace 39. Terry Labonte 40. Kevin Harvick 41. Kurt Busch 42. And John Andretti is out of this race. All right. Killing it. Okay. Next turn. And we get a 3 and a 6. So 3 is middle, 6 is smart. And we will start with Robbie Gordon. Oops, that one too. All right, so the 5 is going to fail. We'll go to Gordon. The 2 succeeds. He's going after the car in the 2 hole. And that is going to be Bobby Labonte. The 3 will fail. All right, so Michael Waltrip. So the 1 will probably, the 1 will fail because everybody in this group gets a 1, and he doesn't have a chip. Now we go to Kenseth. Nope, really? Boy, I would have put Kenseth down as smart, but okay. Joe Nemechek. Oh, that 6 is going to fail. Kenny Wallace. That 6 is going to fail. Jamie McMurray. That 3 is going to succeed, but that 1 is going to fail. And that's it. There you go. And now we are on turn number 19. And we get 2 and 4. So we're going to go TV drivers in the top group, and there's only one. And that's Bill Elliott. Oh, I guess no, that's only one. Yeah, it's going to be Bill Elliott. He's got a chip, but so does Steve Park. So they might both lose theirs here. Let's see. And it's a 4. That's going to be good. Oh, that 6 is going to fail. And Steve Park is going to use it to defend himself, and he'll lose his chip. And that is turn number 19. And Steve Park has been crushing it. Right now, he's leading the most laps. And I tend to keep track of that just by feel. I don't keep track of laps anywhere. I just keep track of who led a lap. And Steve Park, if the race ended right now, he would lead the most laps. All right, next turn. Turn number 20. We get a 2 and a 4, which is what we just had. So now Bill Elliott gets another chance at it. Oh, but Bill Elliott has problems. Let us check the trouble chart. Wow, look at that. Trouble chart. 14. Cut tire to end of bottom group. So Bill Elliott. Wait, can I use the chip there? Can I use the chip to get out of trouble? Here we go. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, so you actually check. Wait, you check everybody behind him in the same group? When a trouble result occurs, you'll roll 2 metallic dice for each driver in the given group, starting from that position. Wow. Starting from the leading position, not from... Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's going to be starting from that position. He wouldn't be in trouble if he cut a tire. Maybe unless he was beside him. I don't know. But we're not going to do that. All right, here we go. So we got to check every driver in the top group now. Can you use a chip, though? That's the big thing I want to know. I don't see it anywhere in here. Here it is, performance chips. Challenger duel. Driver can use a performance chip to avoid trouble. Okay. Oh. Yeah. So is triples a problem or trouble? I wish those had different names. So triples is a problem. So it looks like he can avoid it. So it looks like Bill Elliott can avoid it, which is what you want. Where'd it go? Here it is. Yeah. Boom, boom. Yep, he can. Okay. So Elliott's going to use his because he has the problem. And now we're going to roll for Bobby Labonte's escape. It's a 9. Oh, it's a 12, but he'll use his. All right. And now Tony Stewart, he's a 7. And he misses it, so we'll use his. And boy, they're killing the chips now. And now you got, you got Jimmy Johnson's a 10. And he doesn't need to use his. And then Ryan Newman's a 9. And he will not avoid that trouble. Jeff Burton, 7. and he's an 8. So the only guy that got collected in it was Ryan Newman. That means we have a caution lap. So now, we have to figure out what to do next. So, on trouble, you use the escape, then you use the repair. But he goes to the end. So he's either out or he's to the end of the bottom group. So his repair, he's a C. We're in the middle. This was trouble. So it's a 7 or less. And he gets a 6. So he avoids it, but he moves all the way back to 43rd, or 42nd eventually here. Jeff Burton's going to move up. I'm going to see who moves up now. Earnhardt Jr. needs no 6. He gets a 1. So Junior moves up. And then Musgrave, McMurray, and Kyle Petty. Kenny Wallace, all these guys are going to move up. And then we're going to see who takes the place there. So Ward Burton's a 5 or less. And he rolls a 4. So it's going to be Ward Burton. And now everybody else moves up 1. Ricky Rudd to 25th. Mayfield 26. Mark Martin 29. Trickle 31. Craven 32. Blaney 37. Rusty Wallace, 38. Terry Labonte, 39. Kevin Harvick, 40. Kurt Busch, 41. That's a big blow to Kurt Busch. He's the points leader right now. And then Ryan Newman's in at 42nd, but still in the race. That's the important part. So we're done. And there was one caution lap. So there was one caution lap, so I cross off an extra turn. So now we're on turn 22. So we're almost halfway home. And we get a 6. We have a dual number 5 cars in the middle group. That's going to be Robbie Gordon and Jeff Gordon. Ooh, the 2 Gordons. Well, Jeff Gordon's definitely going after Ted Musgrave. He needs a 5 or less. And he gets a 1. So now we got to check for Ted Musgrave. Does he escape? His escape is an 11. Wow, why is it an 11? That guy didn't make many races. Wasn't very good, but never got into trouble. And we roll an 8, so he's fine. And then Robbie Gordon is a 4 or less. Yeah, he'll go after Jamie McMurray. He needs a 4. And he gets a 6, and he does not get it. So now we got to roll his escape as a 7. And he stays right where he is. All right, so. Oh, you get a chip, don't you? I forgot about that. You get a chip when you succeed in a duel. And I don't remember who had the duel last time. I forgot to do that. So Gordon gets a chip. Robbie Gordon does not. Does Jamie McMurray get one for fending off a duel? No. Okay, nope. All right, so that turn is over. And we're on turn 23. All right, a 3 and a 10. So this is going to be heat, middle group, heat. And we're going to start with Bobby Hamilton. Oh, geez, lots of 6s. That's going to fail. That 6 right there fails. Robbie Gordon. You know, just on an aside, if this was like Ricky Rudd or Ricky Craven, it would be Bobby, Robbie, Ricky, and then Mike. And if I like the girl who cares who you like, anyway. So let's see. That was going to be heat. So Musgrave doesn't have it. Wait, did Robbie Gordon fail? Yeah, he failed. Heat. I got excited by New Edition there for a second. Let's see. Matt Kenseth has heat. A 5. That'll succeed. Going after Bill Elliott and a 5. And that will succeed. And Matt Kenseth up to second place. He started way in the back of this thing. Yeah, he started in... I guess he started in not 19th. Yeah, he started in 41st. That's what I thought. He's up to second. Knocking Bill Elliott back to 14th. Heat. All right, Jamie McMurray is next. And that 1 will succeed. Going after Jeff Burton. And that 5 is going to succeed. Jeff Burton has a heat, 2 brake pedals, and a bonus. That's only 4. Jamie McMurray is going to move to 6th. And Jeff Gordon does not have heat. All right, there you go. We're on turn number 24, almost halfway. A A 1, so that's going to be, oh no, wait, a 5. Oh, we're going to the back. And it's a 4. And it is the TV drivers in the back, and there are a bunch of them. We will start with Kurt Busch, and he is happy to see this. All right, a 6 is going to fail for Kurt Busch. Sorry, buddy. Harvick. A 1, that's going to succeed. It'll be 2 odd. So that'll be, no, it'll be 5 odd, 5 odd. And that'll be, oh no, it's going to be Robbie Gordon. And that 2, that's going to succeed. He only has the 1 brake pedal. So Kevin Harvick up to 17th. Derek Cope now. He's got a 2 in his gas pedals. Needs a 1 or a 2 on the red die. And he gets a 5, so no way. Tony Raines, same situation. No, oh no, trouble. Or is that problem? I think it's trouble. That's is that problem? Triples is a problem. So let's go to the problem finder chart. So that is going to be, who is that? That is Tony Raines. A 36. Vibrations drop to front of bottom group. What if he's in the bottom group? Driver already bottom group moves to end of group, not front. Thanks. So Tony Raines is going to drop all the way back here. And we are on TV. We got 1 left, Ricky Rudd. And that's a 1. That will succeed. 6 odd is Ward Burton. And that 2 is going to do it. So Ricky Rudd is going to replace. And that's going to be all of them. So let's move everybody up again. Trickle up to 30th. He had a taste of that middle group briefly. And then it was stolen away from him. Kurt Busch up to 40th. And there you go. All right. That turn is over. All right. We are on turn number 25. Oh, we've got a duel. The number 6 car in the top group, and that is Dale Earnhardt Jr. And he is going to go after Matt Kenseth. Can he go after the leader? See if he can go after the leader in a duel. Yeah, any driver. Yeah, number 1. Oh, no, in the group. So that's going to be Matt Kenseth. So he will go after Kenseth. He needs 5 or less on the red die. And he is going to get it. So now we got to check for trouble for Mr. Kenseth. Or, yeah, trouble, right? Yep, trouble. So the escape for Matt Kenseth is a 9. And he gets an 8. So he will escape it. And that was that turn. And we are halfway home. We are on turn number 26. And it's a 5 with a 9. So it's going to be star rating. Your star rating. And Mayfield doesn't have a star rating, so he's going to stuck there. But who does? So Ryan Newman has a star. And it's a, oh no, 444. So many triples. So this is going to be the problem finder. So many triples. 20 or 21. Oh, we got a yellow flag. Cut tire causes wreck. Out of race. Yellow flag. So Ryan Newman, he is out. And I think we have to check. Don't we have to check his escape? Everybody behind him? His escape is a 6. And it's a 10. So he is caught up in it. And his pit crew is an E. And it's a middle third. So he needs a 5 or less. And he gets an 11. So Tony Raines is going to be taken out too by Ryan Newman. And we have a caution flag. Actually, we have 2 caution flags. 2 laps because there were 2 drivers in it. So let me just mark this down. Ryan Newman out. Tony Raines out. 2 caution laps. And we're going to go into the pits. Into the pits we go. And we get top group eventually, but we get 5. So we're going to switch places between Jamie McMurray, 2 and 3. Tony Stewart and Bobby Labonte switch places. And Kyle Petty, Kenny Wallace are going to be taken over by Brett Bodine and Joe Nemechek. And there you go. So now let's check the top group for the fast pit. Let's see. Kenseth's an 8. He'll get a chip. 7 for McMurray. He'll get a chip. Jimmy Johnson is 8. And he'll get his second chip. These guys are looking to strike now. Bobby Labonte's only a 6. And he will not get a chip. Tony Stewart is 10. He'll get a chip. And Bobby Labonte's about to get shuffled back. And then Dale Earnhardt Jr., he's an 8. Oh, he will not. And Steve Park, he is a 5. And he will not. So, we're going to move him up. We'll move him up, and him up. And we'll put Bobby Labonte in 6th and Dale Earnhardt Jr. in 7th. And there you go. Now we've got to pick who is going to take a shot at the leader. It will be, it's going to be Tony Stewart, and he's going to succeed. You know why? Because he didn't even need to, I thought he needed to use his chip. He doesn't even need to. Steve Park's in 2nd. That is Tony Stewart's 3rd time in the lead. But right now, Steve Park still has the most laps led. And we're done. Whoops. And we are on to turn number 29. Those caution laps took a couple turns out. And it's a 3-5. So we're going to go to the middle group. It's 5. 5 is the Reflex. It's a lonely child. We'll start with Ricky Rudd. And that 2 is good. Going after Bobby Labonte, and that 4 is going to fail. So Ricky Rudd moves into 6th. And let's see. We're going to go to Kevin Harvick. The 5 is not good. Bill Elliott. Trying to claw his way back, and he's going to do it. He's going to take out Ricky Rudd. So Elliott takes out Ricky Rudd. Kenny Wallace. Oh, that'll fail. That 1 is going to fail. Kyle Petty. And that 3 succeeds. Second driver is Jimmy Johnson. He has a break. He does not. So he's going to succeed. So Jimmy Johnson will spend one of his chips and stay in third place. And we go to Jeff Burton. And that 5 will fail. And finally, Jeff Gordon. He does not have reflex. Okay. Done. Now we're on turn number 30. We have 5. We're going to the back. And we have the star rating again. So no Mayfield on that one either. Come on. All right, so 5. So starting with Kurt Busch. Trying to stay up in the front. Got up there briefly. That 3 will work. That 6 will work. And that is a 1 odd. So he will take it right from Jeff Burton. And Kurt Busch takes Jeff Burton down. Next. Rusty Wallace. The 4 is good, and that 6 is going to be good too. So 3 even. And that is Kyle Petty. Rusty Wallace takes out Kyle Petty. Star, Elliott Sadler. And that 4 is good. Boy, these guys are killing it. That 4 is good. 3 even. And he's going to take out Rusty Wallace, who has, he's got 1, 2, 3 brake pedals. Yeah, that'll do it. So Rusty Wallace is up there, and he's back into the back again. That's why you can't get too comfortable when you're up there and you still have challenges going on. All right. Scott Wimmer is a star. Wow, okay. A 2 is good. And then 1 even. That's Jeff Gordon, and that's nowhere. That 2 is a fail. Picked the wrong guy to go after. Ricky Craven. That 4 is good. 2 even. And that is Joe Nemechek, who has nothing. So that is going to work. So Ricky Craven displaces Joe Nemechek. And now we go to Johnny Benson. That 4 is good. 2 even. Boy, this position right here has been under siege. It's a 2, and it's going to work. So Johnny Benson's going to take out Ricky Craven. God, that 2 even spot has been rough. How can Jimmy Spencer be a star, but not Jerry Mayfield? That 1 is good. He's going after 6 even. Bobby Hamilton, and that 3 is going to work. So Jimmy Spencer. All right, up to Ward Burton. The 3 is good, and he's going to get it because that 6 is going to fail someone. 2 odd, and it's going to be Brett Bodine. So now Dale Jarrett. The 4 is good. That 6 is going to fail someone. 4 even. And that is Ricky Rudd as these guys just move around. It's like they're playing musical chairs here. And that's it. Those are your stars. Next lap. Lap 31. And we get a 4 and a 7. That's middle group control. Bobby Labonte's first. And we have a 5. That's going to fail. Ted Musgrave. And we have a 5 or a 3. This is a good one. 4. 4 is going to be Jamie McMurray. That 5 is going to fail, but McMurray's going to use his chip and stay right where he is. Michael Waltrip. All right, we have a 6. We have a 6. That's Earnhardt Jr. That 6 fails, but that 5 isn't good enough. Let's see. Jarrett. That 5 will fail also. Elliott Sadler. That 5 will also fail. Ward Burton. 6 is going to fail. Johnny Benson. That 6 is going to fail. Kurt Busch. That 3 will succeed, and he is going to take down Junior. And now Jeff Gordon gets 2 shots at it. And that 4 is good. That 6 is going to fail. Jimmy Johnson, his teammate. Johnson's going to use a chip. Gordon's going to try again. And that 6 is going to fail, so he didn't make it. Oh, nice. Got a happy birthday from my car dealer. That was nice. All right. That turn is over. And we are on turn 32. This race keeps ticking along. All right, we get a 1, so we're staying in the top group. 10, and that's heat. And let's see, who has heat? Jamie Murray has heat. And that 2 is going to be good. Tony Stewart, he does not have heat, but he has 4. So that's going to succeed. But Stewart's got his chip. He's going to use it. And we are on to Matt Kenseth, who's going for the lead. And that 1 is no good. But he will use his chip. And he will take the lead from Tony Stewart. Jimmy Johnson now. And it's going to fail. This blue die has to be a 5 or a 6 in order for it to succeed with Kenseth. And Park doesn't have it, so there you go. So Matt Kenseth, our 7th leader, knocks out Tony Stewart. I feel like Steve Park still has the most laps led. Sentimental choice. Underdog choice. There we go. All right, this is going to be the last turn of the second segment, the second quarter, third, whatever. And we're going to go with a 3 and an 8. So this is skill in the middle group. So skill. Wow, not a lot of skill in the middle group apparently. There we go. Kevin Harvick. A 4, that's good. Going after Tony Stewart, who has 4, so that's not going to work. Ted Musgrave. That 4 is good. Going after Kurt Busch. And that is not going to work. Michael Waltrip. Here we go. All right. This is going to work. 2 is good. Going after Jamie McMurray. That 6 is going to fail. And Michael Waltrip gets in there. And Dale Jarrett has 2 shots at it. So that 4 is good. Going after Michael Waltrip. That 2 is going to fail. So he'll try again. And that 1 is good, but that 2 is still going to fail. So Jarrett's going to fail both times. Kenny Wallace. That 4 is not going to work. Ward Burton. The 2 is good. Going after Steve Park. No, and that 4 will succeed. And Steve Park drops to 11th. Ward Burton moves into 2nd place. I really wanted a good finish out of Steve Park. All right, Johnny Benson. A 3 is good. He'll go after Bill Elliott, and he'll take it from Bill Elliott. Knock him down to 10th, and Johnny Benson's up to 5th. Is this his first race? No. Where did he start? Johnny Benson. I don't even see him on my list. He's here somewhere. He has to be. Yeah, I don't see him. It's probably because of my eyes. Oh, there he is. He's in 37th place overall. He started this race 34th, and he's up to 5th. That's pretty amazing. Those are pretty good dice rolls. All right, let's see. Are we on Junior, I think? Because Bill Elliott just went down. So Junior, he has skill. We're on skill, right? 8? Yep. All right, a 6 is going to fail. Jeff Gordon's got a shot at it and a chip. And he's going to take out Kurt Busch. So the 2 is good. The 3 will fail, but Jeff Gordon will use his chip. Get into that top group. Knock Kurt Busch down to 8. Kurt Busch has been all over this map today. Holy cow. All right, that's the end of that turn. And we are now entering the third and final section of this race. And we get a duel. A 6-7. We have a fume feud, which I don't really know how to do. I haven't been keeping track of drivers who are mad, so we're going to roll it again. I'll keep the duel, but I'm going to roll the 2 silver die, or metallic ones. It's a 7 this time. Same thing. It's an 8 this time, so it's the number 6 cars in the middle group. It's going to be Bobby Labonte and Jimmy Spencer, and they're going to want to go after Kurt Busch and Dale Earnhardt Jr. They both have 4. They both have 4. I think they're going to do it. They're going to go after Kurt Busch and Dale Earnhardt Jr. Why wouldn't you? So Jimmy Spencer needs 4 or less. And he'll get 1, so he'll take out Kurt Busch. Kurt Busch, we got to roll for his escapability. 3, he will escape it. Now Bobby Labonte, he's got 4 or less. And he gets a 6. Oh, wait, so we got to give Jimmy Spencer a chip. And then Bobby Labonte, he got to check. He did not escape that. So now we got to roll for his pit crew. B, final third, 6 or less. And it's a 9. And Bobby Labonte is out of this race. Oh, that's sad. So now we're going to move somebody up. So 3 or less for Ken Schrader. And it's a 6. 2 or less for Frank Kimmel. It's a 4. 2 or less for Stacy Compton. It's a 4. 3 or less for Jerry Nadeau. It's a 5. Ricky Rudd now 4 or less. It's a 3. So Ricky Rudd moves up. We're going to move Mayfield up to 25th. I thought we had a chance of getting to Mayfield there. I was excited. All right. Scott Wimmer. And we got 4 cars out of this race now. Tony Raines, Ryan Newman, Bobby Labonte, and John Andretti. Okay. All right, there we go. All right. Next turn. Turn number 35. We get a 5 and a 5. And that is Reflex. We'll start with Ricky Rudd, who just got into that group. And a 1 is going to succeed. Going after Johnny Benson. And that is going to succeed. So Ricky Rudd moves up into the top group. Kurt Busch now, 2 chances at it for Kurt Busch. He can go for the lead here. All right, so 2 is good. Going after Michael Waltrip. He only has 2, so that's going to succeed. And Kurt Busch gets another chance. Going after Kenseth. And I think he got it. 2 and yeah, he did. So Kurt Busch shoots into the lead. He becomes our 8th different leader of the race. And we're going to move on to Kevin Harvick. So 5 is no good. Kenny Wallace. 6 is no good. Bill Elliott. Awesome Bill from Dawsonville. 3 is good. Going after Jeff Gordon. And that 5, it's going to do it. So Elliott moves back into the top group. Gordon back to 10th. And we are on Dale Earnhardt Jr. 3 is good, but that 1 will fail. And now Jimmy Spencer with a chip. That 6 is good. That 4 is... Oh my goodness, Jimmy Spencer just took out Ward Burton. And he moved into 2nd, and he kept his chip. That is huge. Jimmy Spencer's a fun one. He reminds me of just like this old school country singer. Just from the like Mark Chestnut, you know? He just kind of reminds me of a guy like that. Okay. Well, that's old school for me. I know there's older guys than that, but that's old school for me. All right, so we are on to our next turn. We're on to turn number 36, then we have some pit stops. And we have doubles. So I can't remember what doubles do, but I have a 5 and doubles. So I got to look and see what that does. I think that's the trouble. That's after the wait, no. So yeah, that would be after the turn. So we're going to go to rare first. Oh my goodness, this is going to be an amazing turn. We've got Problem Finder and a rare play. Let me make sure that I got that right with the doubles. Let's see. But I found it really easily last time. Oh, where's that? Where are the doubles? I know it's here somewhere. All right, hold on a second. We'll find it. Add the metallic dice together. Trouble, quality, dual, there it is, the multiple events, that's right. Okay, so anytime the metallic times are doubles. Okay, so yeah, so you do this, that's right, I'm going to do this last. So we're going to go 5, 12, but it was a rare. So now for rare, I go here, rare results and bottom group. So I'm here, right? Rare results and bottom group. This is where I'm at. So let's roll the red and white. Read them like an APBA. 26, Black Flag. What the hell's Black Flag? I don't know what that is. Black Flag, bottom group. See Black Flag table. I've never heard of this before. So how do you figure out who got it? Black flagged driver sent to end of bottom group. So I just do a driver. I know there's a driver finder up here, like right here. So I'm assuming I do it there. So let's do that first. Let's do the driver finder. We'll roll 2 dice. We're in the bottom group, so we're down here. 31. That is driver number 7, but we're in the bottom group. Oh. Driver number 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's Bobby Hamilton. And now you got a black flag right. This little tiny chart down here. I'm going to roll 1 die. And it's a 6, and he was black flagged for unsafe driving, and he goes to the bottom. Wow, that is weird. And we're not even done yet. We still got to check for trouble. Wait, does that mean I have to check every driver? This could be a big race or big wreck. Let's go back to the multiple events. No, not that one. There it is. Okay, so you add a problem. So now you got to go to the problem. When problem or rare, you roll the red one, check the special problem results, and rare results. So how do you figure out who it is? You use the driver finder, okay. And then problem finder, okay. So we got to use the driver finder again. This time it's an 11. That's driver number 1. That's going to be Ken Schrader. Now we go to his problem finder. It's a 36, which I've already had. Vibration, drop to front of bottom group. But because he's in the bottom group, he's actually going to go to the end. And now we move everybody up again. Mayfield up to 24th. Mark Martin is 26th. 27th, something like that. Rusty Wallace is 31st. Blaney 33rd. Terry Labonte 35th. Jeff Burton 37th. Bobby Hamilton and Ken Schrader. And there you go. We are switching them around like crazy. All right. We are on to... Oh, God, that was a lot. That was like a double rare play. I like that. Oh, finally. All right, finally we get to settle down and have a pit stop. So here we go. All right, we got a 3 and a 3. So 3 and 1 and a 2. So in the middle group, well, actually 1 and 2. So it's going to go like this. Junior and Ward Burton are displaced by Jeff Gordon and Steve Park. And then Jimmy Johnson and Jimmy Spencer, a couple of Jimmys are going to switch places here. And then we're going to go in the third group, we're going to roll for chips. Not the 70s cop TV show. That's something else. So, Fast Pit. No. Michael Waltrip. Yes. So, Michael Waltrip gets one. This is going to come in handy for these guys when they start challenging the first group. Kevin Harvick with a 6. Yes. Ted Musgrave with a 4. Yo, almost. I saw that 1 and got excited. Jamie McMurray with a 7. No. Dale Jarrett with an 8. Yes. It's only going to come in handy if they actually get the chip. What the heck? Come on, guys. Let's see. 8. Kenny Wallace with a 7. Yep. Elliott Sadler with a 6. Nope. Dale Earnhardt Jr. with an 8. Nope. Ward Burton with a 6. Nope. Steve Park with a 5. Nope. And Jeff Gordon with a 9. Yes. Barely, but yes. All right, so we got to shuffle these guys around. So we're going to put him here. Move everybody back. And then we'll put... and then Park would go there, but we're going to move him there. Move everybody back again, and now Steve Park's there. We're going to move this guy up. This is Kevin Harvick. Actually, let's move Kevin Harvick and Michael Waltrip up. So let's see. It was like this. No, wait. It's this way. Like that. All right, there we go. So there. Now we get to figure out who's going to challenge the leader, Kurt Busch. It's going to be Bill Elliott, needs 5 or less, and he nails it. So Bill Elliott's going to take first place. His second time in the lead. And Kurt Busch is our points leader, so if he has a good finish, he's going to open up a big old deficit for the next person down. Yeah. Ryan Newman was 3rd. He's out of this race. Wow, okay. That's going to be a rough one. Okay. That's everything. There's your pit stop. Turn number 38. And we get we get doubles. All right, in the middle group we get doubles. Okay, so let's do this first. So 3 and 10, so heat. And that's Jamie McMurray's first. And that 6 is going to fail. Dale Earnhardt Jr. And that 5 is good. The 4 is against Kenseth, and that 4 will succeed. So Junior and Kenseth. I think they swapped places last time they went against each other, so this just puts it back where it was. Let's see. He doesn't have heat. These guys don't have heat. They have chips, but no heat. Dale Jarrett has heat. He's the only one left. So that 3 will succeed. Going after Tony Stewart, that 2 is going to fail. But Jarrett's going to use his chip, get out of that group, because now we're about to have trouble. So we got to do the driver finder again. Or the driver. Is that right? We got to do the driver finder to figure out who the trouble is. Wait, let me make sure. This is new for me. This is the first time I'm using doubles as a thing. Oh, it's a problem, not trouble. So it's a problem. So we gotta go problem, but I gotta figure out with who. So we'll go driver finder, I'm gonna assume. 53. That is driver 5 odd. And that is gonna be Jamie McMurray, who's having a great run. His first race, 63, unscheduled pit stop, unspecified reason, roll for repair. So he's a B, but we're in the last group here. And that's a problem. That's not trouble, that's a problem. So he's going to go 4 or less. And he did not, and he is out of this race, Jamie McMurray. His first race, going well, and he's out. 40. And we got a roll here. So we're going to move Musgrave. Wait, do we have to see? No, I don't think we do. Okay, so now we got to go here. And we need a 2 or less on the first 2 guys. That's no. And then now it's Stacy Compton. No. Jerry Nadeau, 3 or less. And he gets it. I keep waiting for Mayfield to get that chance. Trickle up to 26th. Nice. Rusty Wallace, 30th. Blaney, 32nd. Terry Labonte, 34th. And Ken Schrader pulling up the rear at 38th. 5 cars are out. And we're on to our next turn. And this is turn number 39. Oh, doubles again. And it's a duel. So we got a duel, we got doubles, we got all kinds of stuff going on here. It's a 6. Number 6 car in top group, that's Kurt Busch. Kurt Busch is always going after somebody. He don't care. And he'll get Jimmy Johnson. And now we got to check Jimmy Johnson for, again, I get confused on trouble or problem. I wish they had different names. So this is trouble. So this is his escape rating. And it's a 10. And he's fine. All right, there we go. So, and then Kurt Busch gets a chip. And then we have this. So we got to figure out what group it's in. But we had a 6. So what are we rolling? Oh, wait, let's see what it says. Yeah, it is in here. I know that's in here. If you roll a 6, what happens? Multiple events. Where are you at? There it is. On dual results, you add a fume result. Well, I'm not doing that. So we're good. Next turn. In my world, all the drivers like each other. Turn number 40. Another duel. 6-6 again. Same thing. Number 6 car. So Jimmy Johnson's going to go right back after Kurt Busch. Oh, he's got a chip. So Jimmy Johnson, should he go after Dale Jarrett? He gets a 5 or less. And he gets it. So now he's going to move into 4th. We got to check for Dale Jarrett now. His escape is a 9. And he escapes. All right. So I guess in that case, these guys would be feuding or fuming or whatever it is. They'd be annoyed or aggressive. I don't know. They'd be something like that. So, but I'm not doing that. I don't want to deal with that. All right, next turn. Turn 41, and we have 10 turns left in this race. And we get a 4 and an 11. That is, we got trouble. Oh my God, this race has gone crazy. So if we roll an 11, I'm going to guess that we just go driver finder. Let's do this so I can read it like an APBA guy. 32. Middle group 32 is driver 3 even. And that is Michael Waltrip, but he has a chip. So he's going to use that, and he's out. It doesn't matter. All right, on to turn 42. Another duel. Are you serious? 6 and 9 this time. Number 5 cars in middle group. So that is Ted Musgrave and Elliott Sadler. Well, Ted Musgrave's going to say no thank you. Elliott Sadler, though, he's got a 4. He can go after 10th place. 4 or less. He's going to do it. 4 or less. You got a 67% chance. And he nails it. So Tony Stewart now, we got to check his escape rating. This is the type of place now where everybody would get pissed off. An 8. His escape is a 7, and he doesn't escape. So now we got to roll against his pit rating. He's a C, and we're in the final group. Uh-oh. Uh-oh for Tony Stewart. Oh, no. He's got some DNFs already. When you lose a duel, are you rolling against trouble or problem? Trouble. Wait. Did I read that right? Yeah, so now we go to the repair rating for trouble, and that's going to be a 5 or less. And he gets a 10, and Tony Stewart is out of this race. And Tony Stewart, so far, in my standings, he is currently... He's 27th. He has 2 DNFs. This is his 3rd DNF in 4 races. Wow, that's terrible. Unless you don't like Tony Stewart, then you're happy. So Musgrave up to 16th, Benson to 17th, 18th goes to Jerry Nadeau, and now I have to roll to replace this. And the 3 drivers right here, these 3 in front of Jeremy Mayfield, I'll have 2 for gas pedal. So if I roll a 1 or a 2 for Frank, Mayfield has a chance. That's all I'm saying. Okay, so he didn't get it. So Compton now, he didn't get it. Brett Bodine, he didn't get it. So Mayfield, 4 or less. Oh, he didn't get it. Oh, Ricky Craven, 5 or less. And he gets it. Ah, stupid dice. Dick Trickle to 25th. Rusty Wallace to 29th. Blaney to 31st. Kyle Petty 32nd. Labonte 33rd. Jeff Burton 35th. And Ken Schrader pulling up the rear at 37th. And there we go. Turn number 42. And we get just your normal 4-7. And that's control. Start with Ricky Craven. And that 1 will do it. He's going against 6. That's Dale Jarrett. And 2. And he's going to fail. Jerry Nadeau. That 2 is good. Going against Kurt Busch, who has control and a chip and brake pedals and everything that you could possibly look for in a car. Benson. He's going after Dale Jarrett, who has 2 brake pedals, so that'll fail. Ted Musgrave. Oh, that's a good one. 2 is good. 3 is Jimmy Johnson. 5. And that's going to succeed. And Ted Musgrave's up to 4th. Jimmy Johnson to 16th. Matt Kenseth. It's a big one right there. Musgrave up there in 4th is big. I don't think he'll have it very long, but it's big. Matt Kenseth fails. Ward Burton. 5 is good. Going against Kurt Busch, 5 is also good. So Kurt Busch will spend his chip. He'll stay where he is. Steve Park. Sitting in 13th. That 3 is good. That 1 will fail. Michael Waltrip. The 1 is good against Kurt Busch. That 2 is going to fail. And now we got some chip guys. Kevin Harvick. Wait, does he have it? What is it? Control? He does not have it. Elliott Sadler. 3 is good. Going against Dale Jarrett. And he'll get it. That 4 is going to fail. He has control, 2 brakes and a brake. So he will not get it. Kenny Wallace now. He doesn't have control, but Jeff Gordon does. He's got 2 shots at it. And a chip. And that's going to fail. So he'll use his chip to displace Jimmy Spencer, who uses his chip to block. And now Jeff Gordon with another chance. And the 2 is good. The 6 will fail Dale Jarrett, and Gordon will move up there organically instead of chip-ganically. No. All right, that's your turn. 44. 5. Oh, we're going to the back. We got 5 and 10, so we got heat. And Mayfield doesn't have heat, so I don't even know why I'm doing this. All right, start with Ken Schrader. No. Okay, Bobby Hamilton. 1 is good. Going against 2 odd. And that is going to be Kevin Harvick. 3. And that's going to be good, but Harvick will use his chip. Jeff Burton. A 4 is good. 3 even. That's Michael Waltrip, and that 5 is going to be good. And Jeff Burton's going to shuffle. Oh, man, Michael Waltrip. Is he actually... Wait, hold on. Michael Waltrip is second in the points. He's in the back. Kurt Busch is third in the points. He's out of the race. And Kurt Busch is in second place. He's in first. And Bill Elliott's in fourth. He's leading. He's in second. He's in first. So this is big. Yeah, those 2 guys being out, that's rough. All right, next up. Robbie Gordon is heat, right? Robbie Gordon. Yep, Robbie Gordon has heat. 5 is no good. Not a lot of heat here in the back. Wow, so Mark Martin has 2 chances at it. And it's going to be a 5. That's good. That's going to be 2 odd. That is Kevin Harvick, and it's a 1. It will fail. But he has another chance. The 1 is good, but is the 1 going to fail? 1 odd. And that is Kenny Wallace, and he doesn't have anything, but he has a chip. He'll use it, and Mark Martin's going to fail twice. Nope. And that's it. That's it for heat. And we got one more round of pit stops coming up after this next turn. We're on turn 45. So actually on turn 47, there's pit stops. So we got 2 more turns, then a pit stop. And we get a duel with doubles. Number 2 car in top group. That's going to be Jimmy Spencer. Is he going to go after the leader? I think he's got to go after the leader, Jimmy Spencer. I mean, you could be like, you can get points, but you want to win. So he needs a 4 or less. Oh, he doesn't get it. And now he's going to be, again, is it trouble or problem? Hate that. Trouble. So you roll against his escape rating. His escape is a 6. Oh, and he fails that too. Does that make any mean? Now you roll against his repair. He's a D. We're in the final. And was it trouble or problem? It was trouble. So we need a 4 or less, or he's out. And he is out. And I should not have had him. Oh, he was in 3rd place too. I like that guy. So when it's like that, when it's trouble, does that mean the car's behind him? So that was trouble. Yes. We got to roll for everybody in the group. We got to roll against their escape. And this could be a problem. This could throw some caution laps out there. All right. Oh, man. Ted Musgrave. He's an 11 on escape. And he will escape with a 10. Junior, he's an 8. He'll escape. Ricky Rudd's a 7. And he'll escape. And Jeff Gordon's a 9. And he'll escape. So everybody escapes it. So Musgrave. And then we got a Phil. Actually, we'll wait to Phil because we still have to do the double. So we got to go with Driver Finder. So Driver Finder in the top group. Just roll 1 die. Red die. It's a 3, and that's going to be Dale Earnhardt Jr. Wait, let's do that again with these 2. And it's a 45. Radiator damage, roll for repair. He's a B. And B in the final third is 6 or less. Wait, that was a problem. It's 4 or less. Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s out. See you, Junior. He's out. Holy cow. So Jimmy Spencer. And that is, we've got 8 drivers out of this race now. Let's fill this all up. So we got two spots to fill. So Dale Jarrett, he will not get it. Kenny Wallace, a 3. He will not get it. Elliott Sadler, a 4. And he'll get it. So Elliott Sadler's one of them. Kevin Harvick, a 4. And he'll get it. So he's the other one. All right, we got to fill this spot now. Okay, Mayfield, you can get this. You got a chance. Kimmel, 2 or less. No. Stacy Compton. Nope. Bodine. Yes, so Brett Bodine gets one of them. He moves to 18th. Can the 19 move to 19th? 4 or less. Yes! Middle group. All right. Okay, we'll move up here. And there you go. All right. All right. And there would have been a yellow flag there because one car was involved. So we're going into the pits. Into the pits we go. This is turn number 46 of 50. Almost done. And we get a 5 and an 11. Or a 6 and a 5. So that's going to be your bottom group for your fast pits. No, that's going to be on the pits. I don't think the bottom group gets a chance. It's just these two groups. Now it's everybody. In fact, I'm not even going to look that up. I know that for a fact. So 5 means the first and second group both get fast pitch chances. 5 and 6. That means Mayfield moves up 2 more spots to 17th. They'll swap places with Brett Bodine and Ricky Craven and Jerry Nadeau. And then we're going to move Kevin Harvick and Elliott Sadler around. Now we're going to do fast pits. So Craven, a 6. Nope. Nadeau is a 4. No. Mayfield is a 6. Nope. 3 for Bodine. No chance. Benson is a 6. No. Jimmy Johnson's an 8. And he'll get one. Here's where the cream rises to the top. Matt Kenseth is an 8. And he'll get one. Ward Burton is 6. Yes. Steve Park is a 5. Yes. Jeff Burton is 7. Yes. Holy cow, we're on a run here. Kenny Wallace is 5. And its run is ended. 8 for Dale Jarrett. Yep. And now we go to the first group. Elliott Sadler is 6. Nope. Kevin Harvick is 6. Jeff Gordon is 9. Ricky Rudd is 7. Ted Musgrave's 4. And Kurt Busch is a 9. And he'll make it. All right. And then Bill Elliott's a 7. And he'll make it too. So a lot of chips handed out here. What we're going to do is we're going to swap. We're going to take Ted Musgrave and Ricky Rudd, and we're going to put them here. And in this group, we're going to take Kenny Wallace and shuffle him back to there. And now who gets a chance to go with the leader? That's going to be 2. That's Jeff Gordon. So he needs a 5 or less. He gets it, but he'll use his chip to block. All right. And there you go. Pit stops done. 3 turns to go. We are on 47 or 48. And 48 is another duel. And that is the number 6 cars in the middle group. And Mayfield was in the 6 a minute ago, but now he's in 5. Boy, what can they do here? Ricky Craven, Jerry Nadeau is going to pass. He has 3. It's a 50-50 chance. No need to get out of the race. 18th is a good finish for him. Ricky Craven, though, he's got 5 or less. He'll go after Kenny Wallace. And he'll get it. And he'll get a chip. Lots of chips distributed here. And now Kenny Wallace, we got to check his escape. Oh, and he did not get it. Now we got to check his pit. It's a B. And we are in the final third, so it's a 6 or less. Wait, is it trouble or problem? So when you lose a duel, is it trouble or problem? It's trouble. So trouble would be, he was a B, so it's a 6 or less. And he will not make it. He's out of this race. Kenny Wallace in the 98. And we're going to see who takes his spot. So Frank Kimmel's gotten about 19 chances for this. 2 or less. No. Stacey Compton's got a bunch of chances. No. Mark Martin, 5 or less. Yeah, he'll get it. So Mark Martin's up to 19th. Skinner. And we got 9 drivers out of this race now. It's a long race. And we got 2 turns left. Turn number 49. 4 and 8. So 4 is middle group, and 8 is skill. All right, we will start with, where's my little, there it is. We will start with Mark Martin, who has a lot of chance here. All right, it's a 6 and a 1. That's the exact opposite of what he needs. That's going to fail. Mayfield. Mayfield's got 4. Oh, a 3 is good. He's going to go after Kevin Harvick. And is a 4 going to work? Yes! Mayfield gets into the 6th. Woohoo! All right. Skill. Johnny Benson. Oh, I'm worried now because of all these chips. So Johnny Benson, that's a 3. That'll succeed. 4 is Ricky Rudd, and 3 is going to succeed. Johnny Benson's having a hell of a run here. Now we get to... He doesn't have skill. But Jimmy Johnson has skill and a chip. And that 4 is good. That 1's going to fail. But who's it against? It's a 3. It's going to be Musgrave. Yeah, he'll take that. He'll use his chip and take it. I don't want to see a 5 on that white die. That's what we want to avoid, a 5. We don't want to see that right there. We don't want to see that. Because that goes to Mayfield. We want Mayfield to finish well. That's who we root for here, people. All right. Oh, look at that. Matt Kenseth with 2 chances. All right. It's going to be against Benson. 4 is good. 5 is good. Kenseth will get it without even having to waste his chip. And he'll take a shot at the leader. So Benson taking a shot at Elliott. And it's a 4. That's good. It's a 4. That will succeed without losing his chip. Wow. So Matt Kenseth easily moves up into first place. His second time. And we are on Ward Burton. And it's a 5. That is good. A 2 against the number 3 Jimmy Johnson. And that'll fail, but you know what? He's going to use his chip now and knock out Jimmy Johnson. Steve Park doesn't have skill. Jeff Burton does. And it's going to be a 5. That will fail. He gets, who is it against though? It's against Kurt Busch. So he'll use his chip, and Kurt Busch will be like, I'll take circle to block, and he will block. Circle to block. Center to block is what I meant to say. All right, so now we're on to Dale Jarrett, who actually has 2 chances at it. And it's going to be a 6. That'll fail. Does he want to use his... No, he's going to have to use his chip. I mean, he's going to use his chip here. So it's against Kurt Busch, and he will take it. He'll use his chip, because now he has a chance for the lead, although Matt Kenseth has the chip. But this will get rid of the chip from Kenseth. So it's a 5, and that 5 will... 1, 2... Oh, no, it won't. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then that 5 will... that 5 will fail. So Jarrett stays right there in second. All right. Last turn. This is it. This is the final turn of the race here, guys. Let's see what happens. And we get middle group. And we get 7. 7 is control. Now, as a Mayfield fan, I'm worried. That's because I'm also a Browns fan, and you're always worried. Okay, here we go. Control. And the winner is going to be Matt Kenseth. We already know that. It's kind of anticlimactic or whatever. So Mark Martin is first. So 4 is good. 6 will fail. Or will fail the number 3 driver, Ward Burton. So Mark Martin on that last couple of laps is going to take it from Ward Burton. He'll move into 4th. Jerry Nadeau with control. There it is. I knew it would happen. Wait. Oh, that 5 fails. Yeah, the 6 fails. Because that 5 would have failed Mayfield. Okay. All right. Brett Bodine now. All right, Brett Bodine, that 2 will succeed, but that 1 will fail. Ricky Rudd. And that 1 will succeed, going against Mark Martin. And that 3 will fail. He has control of a brake pedal and a bonus brake. So that fails. So now we're on Ricky Craven. He has a chip. And, oh, this is interesting. It's a 1. That's good. It's against Dale Jarrett. That 3 is going to fail, though. He's got skill, 2 brake pedals, and a bonus. But he has a chip, and he'll take it anyway. And that's what those chips are for. Ted Musgrave up in 11th. 13th. So you got a 2. That's good. Going against Bill Elliott, that 3 is going to succeed. Wow, Bill Elliott. No brake pedals on Bill Elliott's card. He just has skill, and that's it. No brake pedals. So he only had 2 there, and he rolled a 3. So that'll work. And we were on Johnny Benson. A 3. Oh, this is going to work. Oh, it's going to be Jeff Gordon, though. And that would have failed, but Gordon will use his chip. Jimmy Johnson now. All right, a 2 succeeds against Ricky Craven, and that 4 is going to succeed. Jimmy Johnson moves into 2nd place, just ahead of his teammate, Jeff Gordon. And now Steve Park with a chip, looking to get a good run. And it's going to work. He gets a 3. That's against Ted Musgrave, and that 5 is going to fail. And Steve Park, running so well, shifted around in the end, and he's going to end up finishing 3rd, maybe. Still 2 guys here. Jeff Burton, he'll get a top 10. Oh, that's going to be Mayfield, and that's going to succeed, and that's going to work, and Mayfield's going to drop to 9th, but it's still a top 10. Not going to complain too much about a top 10. Kurt Busch, that 6 is going to fail. And there you go, people. That is the end of your race. Matt Kenseth gets the win. Jimmy Johnson is 2nd. Jeff Gordon is 3rd. Steve Park and Ted Musgrave, 4th and 5th. Great runs. Jeff Burton finishes 6th. Elliott Sadler, 7th. Kurt Busch, 8th, your points leader. Jeremy Mayfield is 9th, and I believe he's in 11th, so that's good. Mark Martin is 10th. Ricky Craven, 11. Johnny Benson is 12th. Bill Elliott, 13th. Dale Jarrett, 14th. Ricky Rudd, 15th. Brett Bodine, 16th. Kevin Harvick, 17th. Jerry Nate Dew, 18th. Ward Burton, 19th. Frank Kimmel, 20th. Stacy Compton, 21st. Dick Trickle, didn't talk about him much in the second half, finishes 22nd as he gets the open invite to every race this year. Joe Nemechek is 23rd. Scott Wimmer, 24th. Mike Skinner, 25th. Wimmer and Skinner back-to-back. Rusty Wallace ends up 26th. Derek Cope, 27th. Dave Blaney, 28th. Kyle Petty, 29th. Terry Labonte is 30th. Robbie Gordon is 31st. Michael Waltrip is 32nd. Bobby Hamilton, 33rd. Ken Schrader brings it the rear at 34. And then the DNFs, you got Kenny Wallace is going to finish. What is he, 35th? Yeah, 35th. Dale Earnhardt Jr., 36th. Jimmy Spencer, 37th. Tony Stewart, 38th. His 3rd DNF in 4 races. Jamie McMurray is going to finish whatever's next, 39. Bobby Labonte, 40. Tony Raines, 41. Ryan Newman, 42. And John Andretti, 43. Unbelievable. What a finish. That was a lot of fun. That was a long one. That was a lot of fun. I hope you made it to the end. We're a little over 2 hours into this thing, 2 hours and 20 minutes or so into this thing. I hope you made it to the end. I really enjoyed that. Thanks for watching. I'll be back with some other stuff probably later on tonight. Have a good night, everyone. What's up, everyone? I'm back. Quickly, just to show you how the points shook out after all of that. So let's go here. You can see that Kurt Busch stays in the lead, 625 points so far. And I have all this weird stuff in here. Starts, average start, average finish, laps led. This means how many times in a race has he led a lap. TV driver twice. Top 20s. He's got 4 top 20s. He's got 4 top 10s, Kurt Busch does. 2 top 5s. No wins, though. Jimmy Johnson is in 2nd. Bill Elliott in 3rd. Kenseth moves up to 4th after his win. Waltrip in 5th. Ricky Rudd 6th. Ward Burton 7th. Mark Martin and then Jeff Gordon Ryan Newman finished in the top 10. Then my guy Jeremy Mayfield in 11th. Harvick, Burton, Petty, Sadler. You can see the rest here. I'll scroll. But I want to go down because, man, some of these guys, like Tony Stewart's in 29th. He has 4 starts. His average start is 14th. His average finish is 31st. He's led laps in every race. He has 1 top 20. He actually has a win. He won a race, which is why he's up there. Because his other 3 races are DNFs. Holy cow. And then Dale Earnhardt Jr. has the same problem. 4 starts. He has 2 DNFs. He hasn't won yet, but he's got a top 5. He has basically 1 top 20 throughout it. So the points are kind of fun. And then Dick Trickle, of course, in 36 because I'm inviting him to every race. So now that's the end of the video. I just want to update you on the points real quick. I'll move back to the top here if you want to pause it and look at them. And thanks for watching, everyone. I'll be back later.